Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Wednesday night. I'm your host, Derek Stroman, and you know what this is, to Speak Your Mind. So we're going to kick this off. I got a great guest tonight in Linnea Jordan. You've probably seen her on my show before, and she's awesome. She's a writer, director, producer, author, the whole nine. So get ready for another exciting episode of Speak Your Mind. Um, We are simulcasting, so everybody out there in YouTube land is also watching this live stream, and we all need to get ready for this show. It's going to be interesting. There's some stuff that we're going to be talking about on this show tonight, so you guys might want to tune in. Get ready. It's going to be another exciting episode of Speak Your Mind. And without further ado, the show begins now. What's happening out there, everybody? It's a little past 8 o'clock, and this is the Speak Your Mind show. I'm your host, Derek Stroman. Back again. Last week's show was great. I just want to first off give big shouts out to everybody that tuned in. A couple unexpected people, a lot of people from YouTube came in, new acquisitions to the show, people who said, hey, it was a good show. And I was just rambling all last week. I don't know. I don't know. Um, I wouldn't necessarily call it a rant, but I guess that's what they call that when you just start talking about random things. I do have a great guest, good buddy of mine now. Made a pretty tight connection. We're doing some really awesome things. We will talk about some of that stuff this evening. It's always a lot to talk about, so I'm going to try not to take up too much of your time out there. But some things need to be discussed. I know Linnea actually has something that she's seen on, I guess it's a commercial airing, and she just made me privy to it. I haven't seen it, so I can't wait to hear just a little bit more about this and see how you guys feel it. But I did title the show "The Entertainment Business," in which her and I are involved in. And believe it or not, a lot of you out there are also involved in the entertainment world. If you're a karaoke DJ, just a regular DJ, if you're doing, what they call the trivia, if you're doing any of that stuff, this is the entertainment world. What's good about it? What's bad about it? Or have all your experiences been phenomenal? I mean, that's a rhetorical question because I kind of know the answer to that. It gets rough. Sometimes business owners don't want to pay, and you have bad nights, and you're always looking around like, man, I hope it gets busy. So what we do out there is tough. If you're not cut for this stuff, man, it could be really really rough on you. And not all movie premieres, you have a grand sellout audience. Sometimes you're looking around and you feel like you could hear crickets in the crowd. So, comedy, it's, you don't always have a good set and all that. So our industry is tough. But it can make you tougher if you know how to deal with it. So I am going to bring in my special guest and stop keeping her on hold there. How you doing? How you doing, Linnea?
Hey, how you doing, Derek? Thanks for having me on the show.
Well, yeah, absolutely. It's always fun having you on. I've actually had you on the show before, over at the studio, our other studio, and that was a good show. That's probably still the top show that's running on that feed. It's like over
Wow.
800 something views on that show, and
Oh,
you had a lot to talk about that night and everything. And I know we got a lot going on, but just kind of introduce yourself to the audience again. Just kind of reintroduce yourself, even though it all is stated right there. But what one thing I don't see written there is mother and wife. So
yes.
you're you're all of that as well. So how are you doing this evening, Linnea?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. So if people don't know me, my name is Linnea Jordan. I am a local writer from Baltimore, Maryland. I also do some producing and directing. I That's me.
Yes, it that is you. That is something that that's how we met. Of course, um, you were just in search of a little bit of help, as though as we've all found ourselves at some point or another, and that's how we met. I mean, it was just through just the social media connections and all, and you were seeking somebody who you thought at the time, anybody that could help you in your situation, and that's how we became acquainted because I seen that message, and then the rest is history essentially from there. And it was a great union because since that particular period in time, we've done a lot. We've casted for a couple projects we got going on, running laws. You got Everything Matters. You still got Torn. That's a project that had already happened, and you're just trying to get that premiered so everybody can enjoy that. That's a completed project with so much more to back that because that is also a series. So you stay busy. You write books. I was showing you books on the last show. So
Mhm.
you're a published author. I mean, you got a whole lot going on. You got a play coming up in February, and again, we're gonna talk more about this stuff. But it's easy for us that we can spend 3-4 hours just strictly talking about that, right? We can, and I understand that, and that. And we talked pre-show that we weren't going to spend all night talking about just strictly those things. So we are going to, and look, already we do have people commenting. So let's just see. Yeah, well, you got Bobby. Bobby is a constant good buddy of ours. He says hi to you.
Yes. Hello, Bobby. How are you?
He says hi, Linnea.
Hi.
That's my daughter. She's actually going to be in
Yes.
Running Lost. Yes, she is. It looks like she might be a little upset, but you're gonna have to get Poppy. Mommy took over the TV. She's interrupting the show to tell me that mommy took over the TV. I just want you guys to know that. Leah Signey Stroman is interrupting the show to tell me that her mom took over the TV. And she is the mom, so she's allowed to do that. Okay? So go back out. Tell mommy I said share. Go ahead. Shut the door, please. So, yeah, all right. Yeah, you never know what to expect on the Speak Your Mind show. There you have it. My daughter was speaking her mind just then. Bobby did also say something else here. Bobby, and it's Bobby's a a pretty, I guess you would say, one of our most consistent audience members. No matter whether it's this feed, which I do from my office, or if we're at any studio type setup, Bobby is going to be there for us. And he says, "Hey Derek, looking forward to another great show. I'm 63 year old rookie, but loving the ride." So, and Bobby, by the way, I seen you in that production. Those images of you at that production. That I guess that's a World War II
Hmm.
movie. That did you have you seen that, Linnea?
I did see
You
some
know
of
those
it
images?
that he posted, and it looks really interesting. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, it does look really interesting, man. And you're just like perfect for that. Like you have
That
that
look.
look. He's got that look and everything going on. So yeah, good luck with that production. Can't wait to see more out of that. And actually, maybe even one day we can get you involved in one of Linnea's productions.
Definitely. He actually sent over some information, so he'll be auditioning for one of the roles in Everything Matters. So
Yeah, yeah, and Bobby, just I gotta show that live, unfiltered. Mom takes over TV. Love it.
yes,
It doesn't get no realer than that. What am I supposed to do? You know what I mean? I can't, mom's gonna win at the end of the day anyway. She wins when it comes to me. So, but let's get on with some of what needs to be discussed. So, what we're going to discuss anyway, Linnea. I mean, yeah, we got all this cool stuff going on, but this entertainment world. I mean, for you, before before we really get into a little bit, I know what you want to talk about because that's going to be interesting to hear everybody's take on it.
mhm.
How how do you feel about your experience thus far in the entertainment world? And I know you've had your ups and downs.
Well, like first, I would like to say that if you believe in yourself, believe in your dream, believe in your craft, just go for it. Don't let situations or anything else distract you from doing what you believe you can do. And that's with anything, entertainment field, life, whatever the case may be. So I basically started off in the entertainment field, like films and acting and writing scripts and stuff in 2019. So I'm really, really new to this. I'm an author, a playwright, uh, but that is something totally, that's a totally different ball game than writing films and scripts. So when I first got into writing films and scripts and stuff, a guy, he uh he got me to give him money and for me to write a script to Torn, and I just basically got like a raw stick bad deal on Torn. um my advice is to, if a person always asks you about money, don't go with it, because if a person believes in you and they believe in your craft, they're going to assist you. They're going to assist you without you having to give them all this money up front. So that's all, that has been a red flag to me ever since I've got back into my groove with filming, writing scripts and things, because that first ordeal getting into the entertainment industry, it kind of distraught me and made me like not want to do it anymore. Like just give up on what I've already put into it and let it go. But praying and encouragement from other people around me made me say, you know what, you can do this. Don't give up on your dream. Yeah.
So you could have easily just been an author. You before you started doing film and wanting to direct and screenplay write, you first started with being a book author. I mean, and
Yeah.
from my understanding, writing books, you can do rather well. And me personally, I know a handful of writers, heck, almost two handfuls of authors, and a good book can do pretty well. Why the transition into film? Why would you want to move out of that realm, which is easier? You're in control at all times, and then all of a sudden you want to bring in a whole production crew. You want to cast people. All the unexpected starts to happen. Why the intrigue and why the follow through with that?
Because honestly, like a lot of people, they get discouraged when I say this. Like they like, well, you shouldn't say this, but honestly, I am a writer. I love to write. When the person who got me into filming, when he sold me the dream, he sold me the biggest dream, and he opened my eyes to me seeing my writing on screen, and that is the best feeling in the world, when even when you're filming and you see the actors acting out, even with the stage play, like when I see my actors in rehearsal and I see them acting out the things that I've written and I know that other people is going to see it, that's the best feeling in the world. So I didn't get into filming or script writing for maybe things that other people gotten into it for. I got into it because I love to see people see my work. And that's just it. Like, I don't want to be famous. I don't want to be a millionaire, billionaire. I don't want all of that hoopla. I want to write and I want people to see it. That's it. That's basically it. Yep.
Yeah, well, and I'm sure everybody's story is a little different, but then you can say that it's different, but there's a lot of similarities because I think that's what kind of inspired a lot of other authors by trade first to get into the film process of it. Okay, so um, to bring those characters to life, I completely understand. I do understand that. I can see it. I know it's just to see your writing become an actual individual and somebody play it out, and you've seen that in Torn. Um, it was brilliant, and we're gonna show the Torn trailer, and it's a nice teaser. It runs a few minutes, but it's worth the time spent to watch it because it does showcase once again what you're talking about. Your writing, who to watch those actors and actresses say the stuff that you
And I
wrote in that
wrote that.
manner.
The crazy thing about Torn, the teaser that you're gonna show, and this is no lie. So Torn has two teasers. So I have like a 2 minute teaser, and or it may be 2 minutes and 50 seconds, something like that. And then I have the 9 minute one. The 9 minute one. So I can remember it like it was yesterday. July 4th, I had a really big cookout at my house, family cookout. I mean, everybody came out July 4th. 4 o'clock that morning, no, 4 o'clock July 4th morning, right? He said, he called me. He said, Linnea, he said, I want to film. And I'm like, okay, what are we gonna film? He said, let's do a teaser. Let's film the teaser first. I'm like, okay. He like, do you have a location that we can film? I said, we can film in my house. That's fine. I'm cool with that. He like,
Mhm.
okay. He like, can you write something? He like, I don't want to use none of the script. He was like, the script that you wrote for the series, I don't want to use none of it. He said, I want to you to write something. And mind you, it was July 4th.
Wow.
We filmed July
Wow.
5th.
Whoa. That's
So
great.
I wrote this 9 minute teaser in 24 hours. And I was up all night, July 4th,
On the holiday,
everything,
you're supposed
having
to be
fun,
celebrating.
partying, and got right back up 8 o'clock that morning, July 5th, and we filmed for 24 hours to film this teaser. And I'm telling you, like, and that's when I knew, like, you know what? You can do this. Like, you can do this. Like, if you get a team behind you, and don't get me wrong, he did me wrong, like, but he did me good because he gave me encouragement. He gave me an insight on ways that I would want my production to go, how
Yeah.
I want my production to look, the sound, the lighting, all of that good stuff. So when I do go back out there, I'll have those things in the back of my mind because I was a
Mhm.
part of the whole thing. So when you do learn something, people can't take that away from you. Once you learn it, they can't never take it away, even though he did me wrong. But it is what it is.
Well, the honesty is what I love, and that's why I wanted to have a show like this where you're being honest. This individual could watch this show, and he knows the truth.
Yep.
He knows what happened, just as well as you do, and these are things we have to live with. Why we have to live with these things, Linnea? We got to go to sleep with them, and then we wake up the next day, right? every day. That cycle never stops as long as your heart's beating in your chest, right? And you got to think about what you've done to people and for people, or and however that maybe helped or hurt them,
Yes.
right? So it's a shame. It's part of the entertainment industry. It's and you know, I'm a coach, so all my you know, my coach buddies and sports people out there, you all know what I'm saying by this example. In a game, football, let's talk football. Part of the game is interceptions and fumbles and injuries. Okay, you're never going to go through an entire season without somebody picking you off, somebody getting injured, or fumbling, you know, the ball in some way, shape, or manner. It's the entertainment industry as well. It's going to happen. It's almost impossible to go through a whole entire season, or you know, your whole life involved in the entertainment world without these possibilities taking place. You know, so I just want to, you know, me, I love my analogies. I love to give examples because a lot of times people seem to think everything's supposed to be perfect and smooth.
Perfect. Mm-hmm.
It's not going to, it's not meant to be like that.
Yep.
That's why you enjoy the good times, because these things are going to happen, and when they do happen, you you kind of know how to deal with them better, or digest them a little bit better. Now, with that being said, you know me, we're working together. You know, I'm essentially, you know, you know, I'm part of your staff along with Stroman Entertainment, but
Mm-hmm.
we're colleagues, right? So I have to practice what I preach. You know, that's what you have in me, right?
Yeah.
And I know what I have in you, and that's what, how our whole representation of ourselves. That's what we're displaying for each other, and that's what we're going to continue to do. That's how you make it better. You know, that's how you set yourself up better to say, okay, I need a good team in order to get things done right. And then when you have that, your chances are better. However, that doesn't mean we won't run into bumps in the road as well. So that's it. I mean, so okay, so and just real quick, and I'll let you go on because I know you got so much that I want to hear you speak more about this. Overall, to this point in time, after everything, all the money you've invested into this world, excuse me, into this industry,
Mm-hmm.
how would you grade your involvement within entertainment industry right now? Has it been more good upside, or more downside?
It's been more upside. It really has been more upside. And I wanted to tell you that my experience, my bad experience, didn't happen in the beginning. So in the beginning, I loved everything about the entertainment industry. I loved everything that he was giving me. I loved everything that, love you too, man. I loved everything that he showed me. I love the actors that he brought into my life. Big shout outs to, and I just want to give a shout out to them. Kimmy A. Workman, Mario, Kenzie, Fatima, Patrice, Star. These are the main actors in Torn. These actors gave me everything of them for nothing. And that's what I loved about that's what I love about the industry, when you have people that is willing to sacrifice what you're willing to sacrifice or give. They may not be able to give financially, but they give their time, and time is, precious. And they give their time, and they give. I love that when you have people like them. And actors, period, I appreciate actors for what they give to a writer, a producer, a director. I love actors for the actors that people get for doing that. Even if your production is not a large production, a multi-million dollar production, it could be a low budget production. The actors that you get, you should love them and show them respect like no other, because they give you their time. They give you a part of your production. They make your vision come to life.
Agreed. And I just wanted you to really, whenever I've been around you a while now, and I noticed, and I've been watching you on these shows, by the way, and I think you've been doing a good job.
Thank you.
Um, yes, yes, representing yourself, representing your cause, what you're about, what you're doing, what you're going to continue to do. It all seems to be pretty straightforward. There's no cut cards. I've seen you. Just mind you, I hear what you're saying. I'm gonna make sure I don't cross you because you'll be on some other show talking about, man, that that dude, man, he
But
said he
I
was
don't.
going
I
to do
didn't
this.
say his name. I didn't say his name. So because I don't want anyone to um go off of my experience because people
Mhm.
change. And he may not be the same person that he was 2 years ago. He may be someone different. He may do things differently. He may have learned from the experience with me that you don't do good people the way that you did me. So I don't want to distract or have anyone or take anything away from him because he's an excellent cinematographer. He did everything that he said he would do. He just left me hanging in the wind. So
Yeah, and um, it's
what do
harsh.
you what would you do? So let me ask you a question, Derek.
Hmm.
So you're a film director. um and you go on a project and you really believe in this project and the person that you do the filming for and you go the whole 9 yards because you like, I know this is it, I know this is the one.
Yes.
And when that person puts the film out there and the film blows up, right,
Hmm.
and the only thing that you get is the credit. You don't get nothing that's in the contract that they said they would give you. How would you feel? And like, what steps would you take, or would you take any steps, or would you try to go after that person, or what?
Um, absolutely. Well, absolutely. Basically, everything you just said is how I would feel and what I would want to do. I mean, and it's a shame when you have to start feeling like that. Those feelings, it changes from a business thing where you was like, man, this is going to work out. I had a good game plan, which you did. And if you want me to use myself, for example, I'm a planner. I'm a Sagittarius. This is Sagittarius month. Big shouts out
Mhm.
to the Sagittarius out there. Anyway, um, I'm a Sagittarius, so I'm a planner. I like perfection. I like things to be right. So I go in with a game plan. Somebody other than myself starts messing up my game plan, I'm going to be upset. Now you're not thinking with the rational mind anymore. Now you're more like, what do I do? Like, how do I recoup this situation? And you start feeling those thoughts that you always want to stay away from. When I see that person, I'm telling you, they better get out my face because I'm telling you, I might do something. This is what's happened. This is what can happen. This is
Mhm.
what can happen. It's an emotional business. We're actors. We're writers. Everything's based on
Personal. The personal
personal. It's personal. We everything's based on. We're writing our lives. We're giving our passion, ourselves to this to do this stuff. How much of yourself have you put into this? You do it every day. You're in the churches. You're trying to. I don't know. I mean, you're divulging yourself. So you doggone right, it's going to be personal. And I don't know. I don't know the extent because you never know how far you'll go until you're pushed to the limit. So
limit.
you
Yep.
you get to the point and you're just like, okay. And then it takes rational people say, look, you take the L. You took a loss. Get up, get back on your feet. What was it? What is it? Beyonce, get up and brush it off or whatever it was.
Mhm.
Try again. Get up, and that's all you got to do. You got to try again. Now it's easier said than done, right? That's
Mhm.
easy. We can sit up here all day. Oh yeah, you're a mentor. You're a motivational speaker yourself. So what are you going to tell somebody out there that that's happened to them? You're going to say, hey, get back up, try again. We don't do the quitting stuff too well. That give up, that I'm just done, throwing the towel. But you said earlier in this conversation that you've actually considered it for a moment
I
to
did.
just throw in the towel and say, I'm done. I'm not losing any more money. I'm not wasting any more of my time or people who I care about's time. So, I mean,
For a
I
whole
hope I
year,
answered
I
the
went.
question.
For a whole year, I didn't do anything. My third book, Beneath the Surface, I I had already wrote that in 2019. So when I published it, when I self published it in 2020, I really didn't promote it. So
Mhm.
a lot of people don't even know that I wrote a third book. A lot of people don't even know that I wrote it. And I just was like, maybe this wasn't meant for me. So many people, oh, you so talented, but I just felt like maybe it wasn't meant for me. That's why it didn't happen the way that I thought it would happen, or the way that he had me believe it would happen. So I did give up. In my church family, honestly, my church family, shout out to Northside Baptist Church, and that
Mhm.
I'm a member of, I'm a disciple of. They had, I prayed, and my pastor, he prayed with me, and he was like, don't look at it that way, Linnea. He was like, look at it different. Try and find a different way to think about it. To think about what is going on. So
Yeah, and I know how devoted to the church you are, and big shouts out to your place of worship as well. Like I said, I know the kind of time you put in because we talk about it. We're on a show tonight, but we talk privately a lot about you know uh, how involved into the community because that's what it's like. My mom's like that. My mom's been in the churches since I was a little kid. She still is. She's on the church choir. Always has been. I can remember as a little kid, and that's just amazing to me, being the age I am and how heavily into her worship she is still. And people take that serious, and I think it's actually helped them in life. And it helps me because what do you do? She prays for me every day. She prays for me, my brothers, and she just it's something that you think you might not need because you might not be like that yourself. But I would rather have it than not have it. So but yeah, so yeah, I get it. I appreciate the fact that um, God has led us into the same vicinity to try to head toward the same path that we both seem to righteously believe in. And let me go back here real quick to the chat room. Ashley Myers says hi.
oh, she's one of the actresses in Torn.
Okay,
And yes, she plays
Ashley.
she plays a role of I think she is Ruby.
Okay, okay.
So
Is she in the teaser? Excuse me, I may cut you off.
no, she's not in the
Okay.
teaser. No. The people in the teaser is Patrice Lovett, and I can tag her and see if she'll come
Mhm.
on. Kimmy A. Workman, the main characters, Mackenzie, Mario Smith, and I can tag them too. I think I have them. Fatima and Star. They
Okay.
are the five main actors, actresses, and they were excellent. Like my whole like
Yeah, the whole cast. Well, you're gonna bring them back, right? So what's the game plan for touring? And you just give. I know you got a lot on your plate. You got the play coming up. I know you know it because I'm involved, so I know. But what about those people that were involved in touring? And this is another thing. I had a conversation, and big shouts out to Jay. Jay, all the graphics that you guys have been
oh
seeing.
yes,
That's Jay Roberts.
thank
Jay's our
you.
guy. Yeah, he's probably knocked out right now. He's over in the UK. It's like 6 hours ahead over there. But they have nothing to do with all the ins and out that happens within the production company. And it's sad that the actors get caught up in that because all they're trying to do is showcase their talent, be there for you, and make help towards making a good production. What about the cast of Torn? What's your plans, or do you have any plans on bringing them all back?
So I do have plans for Torn. So I'm doing a premiere for Torn, the pilot that was filmed. I'm doing a premiere January the 13th, 2022. And the premiere will be at the Senator Theater. The tickets are on Eventbrite. So my plan for Torn is to first, because I've been sitting, or I've had Torn, or Torn's been completed for 2 years. I first wanted to put it out there for the cast and every member, the filming crew, the lighting crew, the locations, people who allowed me to use their locations. I wanted all of them to I wanted all of them to be able to see it. That's the first thing. The second thing is I want to complete my two short films before I start putting capital into the series Torn, because is I have written already 10 episodes, and while those 10 episodes are being filmed, I can write 10 more episodes. I want to get the original cast back, but I guess since the guy kind of did me the way he did me and carried things the way he carried it, is some of the actresses are not able to come back due to some of them went to SAG, some of them are SAG, so they they can't do a
Yeah,
non-union
yeah,
project.
yeah,
So I'll have to recast for those people. But guess what? A lot of the actors said they are still on board for Torn. So that is a blessing within itself. That's a blessing within itself that I still have some of the original actors, like the main characters, are still on board for it.
yeah. And so elegantly spoken, by the way. And I'm going to be there with you. Anything I can do to help create this series. There's so many different avenues now. That's one thing about the entertainment world now. We've learned how to make the best out of what we have, and we know where to put it. That's always a big question. What do you guys want to do with it? What's your plans? What's your goals? Are you putting it in festivals? Are you
Yeah.
trying to go to network? Are so just for all of you out there, trust me, as Stroman Entertainment and Jordan Productions, we are planning these things out along
Yes.
with JR Graphics. We know how to reach distributors. We know how to do it all. And hey, we're not gonna waste anybody's time because we don't like our time wasted.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
you
And
know,
another thing that um I I'm glad the things went the way that they went. And the
Mhm.
reason why I say that is because he did me the way he did me, I was able to meet and put myself out there really, because I really wasn't putting myself out there like I am now. Getting my voice, my projects,
Mhm.
reaching out to different actors. Like honestly, I have met so many different actors and actresses in the last 2 months that I've ever met in my life. And I'm so grateful for that. So I'm thankful for what he did to me, for what's going to happen for me.
Yep.
And it's amazing, it's amazing. So I'm glad that it happened the way it happened. I'm not bitter no more, because at first I was angry, I was bitter, I wanted to hurt somebody, I
Yeah.
wanted to give up, I wanted to hurt somebody. But now I'm like, I'm going to put this out there, I'm going to show the world what I wrote, and I'm gonna keep it moving, and I'm gonna do the next project and the next project and the next project, and it's gonna just be constant projects coming back to back to back. and people gonna get tired of like, oh my god, where did this come from? This girl got something else coming out, and that's exactly how it's gonna be. Like boom,
Yeah.
boom, bam, 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 and I ain't gonna stop. I'm just gonna keep going now.
It's crazy the powerfulness. I mean, and let me just before I say what I got to say, because it's inspiring just hearing you talk, and everybody listening and watching right now, they're saying it. I want to give a shout out to my good buddy Zephyr Z Daniels. He's in Georgia right now. They
Yes,
got you know Zeph, you know Zeph,
I
Zeph.
don't know him.
You
I
don't know
don't
Zeph?
know him. He has a book or something, right?
Yep,
Or I met him while I
yep,
was doing on the internet while I was doing touring, right?
yep,
And I think he hit me before. And I remember Pink Money. When I seen Pink
yep,
Money, I was like, I remember either it was a book or a movie or something he was doing in 2019. Because
yep,
that's he's like one of the first people I kind of just he stood out to me just for
mhm,
Pink Money itself. So
yep,
I don't know him personally,
yeah,
but I've heard of him, and I was like, he's either a writer or a producer or something
yep.
like that. I remember him. But thank you.
That- that's what he's doing. He says, "Keep pushing, sis."
Yes, thank you.
You know, he's a friend of mine. So
Oh, okay.
we've yeah, actually, if you look in that, I created that logo for him. He's got it on a hat and in his jacket right now.
Jacket. Yes, I know
So
that's
he's a loyalist, just like I consider myself. Certain people, if you're going to back them, back each other all the way.
right.
Keep going. You don't back out. You can ask several people that you know. Um, I don't quit. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to just throw in the towel and say, "Hey, we're done." Excuse me, and any of that. We're going to follow all the way through till it's done, and that's it. And then whatever process that takes, then so be it. And that's the only way to establish good relationships. Now, after something's done, if you say, "Yeah, that experience was so, I might not want to do that again with those people," then that's your choice. But you don't drop
Yeah.
out prematurely. I'm not about that, and that's just not going to happen. So Michelle Brown, she is
Oh,
this your mom?
yes, that's my mother.
Oh, okay. She
Yes.
says, "Mommy's so proud of you." How you doing, Miss Brown? Thank you for bringing this young lady, her family. Big shouts out to Jason. I don't know. I don't know if he's. Well, I heard him earlier. I didn't get to say what's up or anything, but thank you for bringing Linnea into this world. It's been a pleasure, and I cannot wait to continue um, moving forward with everything that we all have planned. So I really, really appreciate you, and hopefully one day I'll get to meet you and all. So. Um, Bella's also on here. She's saying the universe always connects people of purpose. She did say some other things on here. Hold on, Bella. She just says, "Hey there." She says she loves seeing us both. Because she auditioned for
Yeah,
Running
she got
Lost, and
casted for the part.
she got casted. Yay!
Phenomenal.
Congratulations, Bella.
Yes.
She's
Yes,
gonna
I
play the
actually
mom.
casted her for the part. So I'm excited to see what she's gonna bring just in the filming when we start filming because the audition was phenomenal. Her cause, the Blue Bella cause
Yeah,
is a great cause and
yeah,
it kind of intertwined with what running loss is about, so you're very much so welcome. I really, yes, thank you for trying out, thank you for auditioning. But oh, Blue Ribbon Project, I said Blue Bella, okay. I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Bella. Yeah, I like Blue Bella. Blue Bella sound good too.
Yes, we may do a snowball flavor, Blue Bella.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because
The
they making drinks after you. You told us
yes,
the story.
yep, she told us the story, yes. So the Blue Bella Project, that is an awesome cause, and next month is awareness for human trafficking.
Mhm.
So I'm going to be like promoting that, pushing that because we need to get awarenesses out. Because my next two projects, the next two short films, they're going to be like public service announcements about serious issues that's going on in the world, not just in our community, but in the world that people need to get awareness about. So I really appreciate Bella for what she's doing just to fight for that cause. Thank you, Bella. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Bella, as well. And I do want to say this because for some reason this show always it picks up steam later, and I know we're getting started late. I don't want to keep everybody too long, and there's so much we still have left to talk about, Linnea. Just real quick here, as you can see in the background there, a portion of the picture. This is your play. This is you've made mention of it. It's called A Right Kind of Love. You've made mention of it. There's a lot of people involved in this. It does have a premiere date, which is coming up fast, Linnea. I mean, today's the first now, December 1st. So you're essentially just talking really a month and some change. You know what I mean? Like, well, I mean, really 2 months and some change, but it's coming up fast. And how are you feeling about the emergence of this play? And like I said, it's coming up rather quickly. I will put the actual flyer up here if you give me a second. It is in the background, but it's not giving the information. Here we go, right here. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. See if I can get out of the way. So it's called A Right Kind of Love. And let me take this down real quick. And the address, as soon as well, you go ahead and explain it. Talk about it a little bit here. I'm going to take this comment down so people can see it a little better. There we go.
Yes, so I love it like that. That looks so good. And I
Mm.
want to give a big shout out to Jay for doing this for me and you for the
Hey,
photos coming out to rehearsal and
yeah.
knocking it out for me and just giving a vision. So A Right Kind of Love stage play. This will be my second time airing this, showing this, performing this. So it is a story about love, but it's a story about relationships,
Hmm.
not just a man and woman relationship. It's a mother child relationship, a mother daughter relationship, and it's a drama. It's a story about secrets. It's a story about forgiveness. It's a story about families. So the first time I did this, I really couldn't enjoy the play and see them act it out because I was the stage manager and the lines person and the ticket, and I was just running all around. This time I'm not going to do that. I'm going to
Hmm.
sit and enjoy and watch them perform the play. But I know this time around I have a couple different new actors, new cast members for the play because some of the old members couldn't come back in situations and things, but they still support me. They still get they have tickets, they're coming out, they being a part of it, like they are helping me in any way that they can, and I really appreciate the love that they give me. Big shout outs to Apple, because he was the comedian I had first for Uncle Smiley, but due to things he couldn't do the play, but he will be the host. So I'm gonna have a comedian host for the play.
Hmm. Okay.
So that's gonna be cool. Uh and it's gonna be a good night. I'm doing a raffle of tickets. I've been doing it for the past 4 weeks, and I'm doing it for the next 4 weeks to the last Monday in December. I'm giving away one ticket every Monday, and only thing I ask if people come and join in on my live just to say hi. And the
Hmm.
reason why I'm doing this is to because sometimes people think, oh, I don't have the money, I can't afford to buy a ticket, da da da. But they don't know that if I give you a free ticket, your friend might buy the next ticket so they can come together. So I'm doing this to get awareness out to people, allow people to be able to come to the play, even though they might don't have to, and
Hmm.
get. And we doing giveaways like raffles. We have like a flat screen TV, one of the giveaways. We're gonna have a
Wow.
vendors giveaway where every vendor there is going to put something in a basket. It's going to be a big old basket, gift cards, whatever the vendor puts in there. Um, we're going to have food. We're going to have drinks. It's going to be a good time. Yeah.
That is really really cool. And I just wanted to leave that. Excuse me. I wanted to leave that up there for a little while so people could easily just replay the show, look at that. The information's on there,
Mhm.
how to, if you're interested, the tickets are $40. You can Cash App Linnea. Her Cash App information's on there. Are you? That's not something.
On Eventbrite too.
Oh, and it's on Eventbrite, and that's on the flyer as well.
Hmm.
And obviously the location. Is this a? Can you sell? I mean, obviously you can, but are you selling tickets at the door? That's not
Yeah.
usually something you
So
do. Okay.
I am. I'm gonna still sell tickets at the door because it don't be a lot of people that buy tickets at the door because you already got made up in your mind if you
Fans.
go to a
Mhm.
stage play or not. So, but last time I did sell some tickets at the door because people bought some other people with them. I don't have a problem with doing that.
Mhm.
Um, we'll sell tickets at the door. It just may be like $5 more. Um, Also what I do is part of my proceeds go to some kind of foundation. I'm not sure which foundation I'm going to use yet. I wanted to give it to a scholarship. um uh, my cousin, he was murdered in the streets of Baltimore, and his father that has a scholarship fund where he gives to a senior, I think from City High School. So I may donate to his scholarship this year. Part of the proceeds go to a scholarship, but I always try to give back to some kind of foundation, some kind of organization from any of the proceeds that I make from anything.
Yeah, and I think that's just really, really cool and commendable on your part. Again, a testament to the person you are. Um, why you're out here even doing this. It's not just about, like you said, you're not even caring about the fame and the popularity. It's just the feeling that you get from doing these type of things. Only people that do what you do understands the feeling. You can't kind of somewhat guess what it feels like. It's you got to believe in this stuff, or you don't. And it's obvious that you believe in it, you care, or you wouldn't devote so much of your time to it. And so we are grateful and thankful. What's Bella saying? Bella says my good friend Jay Young is in that production. I'm not sure which production, Bella. If you're still watching, sorry, I kind of missed that. You
I
might
don't
have
know who Jay Young is really
you might have it might have been something that we were talking about
talking about.
previously.
Yeah.
Yeah, but real quick here also. I'm sorry, Bobby. Let me get you in there real quick too, Bobby. I have a friend who does silent auctions. If you think that would be something to benefit the charity, so he's speaking to you about that, Linnea. Silent auctions. I guess that's something you know Bobby, and he could reach out to you. He always, and thank you for that too, Bobby. Bobby sends me links to different things. If it's
Mm,
production gear stuff, I might be interested in these auctions and stuff like that. And I click on it too, Bobby, and I see some stuff that if I was interested in, I would get it, but I haven't done it yet. But don't stop doing that. I like having the option. What's up, Troy Edwards? So Troy Edwards works for Universal Studios on the recording side, the music side.
okay.
He's a buddy of mine too. What's up, Troy? Hey, we're due for another luncheon or something, brother. Thanks for watching the show. Always glad. Matter of fact, if you're not doing anything, I'd like to get you on the show, maybe even next Wednesday if you're still watching, Troy. So I'll hit you up during the week. And that's what this is about. I'm all about, you know how it is, Linnea, making good connections,
Yes,
meeting people,
networking.
networking, and just keeping good connections going. Do you know Shelly Shells?
That's my
Shelly
little
Shells,
sister.
your little sister. How you doing, Shelly Shells? Thanks for
She's
watching the
the
show.
she's the cover. She's the cover of my second book, Torn but Not Broken Part Two.
Okay.
Um, I use my I always use like I try to use people I know
Hmm.
to be a part of it, even if they're not into acting and stuff, like use their picture or use their name, like switch their name up and stuff in my writing and stuff. So yeah, she's a big supporter. She support me a lot. That's gonna be fashion my fashion designer. So when you see me walk out on red carpets and stuff, I'm
Whoa.
be designed by shells from head to toe.
Okay, that's cool. All right. Well, nice to kind of meet you there, Shelly Shells. Hopefully, maybe one day I get to meet you in person. I plan on being at the play as well, so I'm going to meet a lot of people that I haven't met before, and I'm looking forward to that. So, we are going to jump into really quick here. I want you to talk about these two productions that we are working on currently. Real
Yes.
quick, we got a couple virtual interviews, well, they're kind of interviews for what we do, but audition and stuff
Not
coming
a
up.
couple. We had
Yeah, yeah, I saw. Oh my goodness, the talent that's coming out is insane.
man. I posted this at 12 o'clock. By the time 2 o'clock came yesterday, and I just posted yesterday, and I thank God. Oh, thank you, God. By the time 2 o'clock came, I already had 10. We only had 8 slots, because I was like, we're gonna do 15 minutes, and I already had 10. I was like, I had to call you back, like, Jay, we gotta extend it, we gotta extend it. It's just so amazing the love that people and people like actors may not think that, or I don't know, you may people directors and producers and writers, they may not look at it like that, but me, I'm like excited. I'm thankful. Like wow, you chose to just audition for my thing. Like, thank you. Like,
It
it's
feels
awesome.
really good. It
Yeah,
feels
it
good.
really
It does
did.
feel good. Well, real quick here. I'm sorry. Like I said, the later the show goes on, the more people come in, and it probably should be a 2 3 hour show, but I'm not taking up everybody's time like that. But Bella, she's asking you to
You
connect
want to talk with my
her with
sister?
the
Okay, I got you.
So, and you know how she was dressed at the
Yes,
audition.
yes.
She
So you
liked
got
to
to
look
come
good.
correct. You got.
She
I
liked,
got to make sure my sister come correct when she come to
yeah,
Bella,
yeah,
because
she liked
Bella
to
was
look good.
fly from head to toe. Thank you
Yes,
very
she
much.
was. She came,
Okay.
she came decked out. I was like, okay.
Then
Yeah,
she flipped it. Like, you wouldn't
yeah,
even think she was getting ready going to who she came into. Okay. So
yeah,
thank you. Yes, I definitely will. And
yeah,
my
she
sister
was awesome.
probably is still on here, so
Yeah.
proud.
So, and that's it. The networking. That's what we do. We network. This is, I mean, that's what we're supposed to do. That's how we're growing. I mean, and it's all businesses. It's not any particular culture business. It's business. Period. Help the little guys out too. The big guys are doing well, right? That's how they got big.
Yep.
Is everybody fed into what they were doing and liked what the Kool-Aid that they were mixing up for everybody. So help us out too. We're independent. We're just trying to make a way for ourselves and a name for ourselves as well. Now, I do need to get into production number one amongst many. Let's talk a little bit about Running Lost.
Mm-hmm. Running lost. Okay. So I met this guy. His name was what's his name? Dirk. That was his name.
Mm.
Okay. So I met this guy, and he was talking to me and stuff about writing. And he said, he was like, have you ever thought about writing a short film? And I was like, no, but I can try. And so the next day, I sent him the script for this short film,
Yes, you did.
and it's Running Lost. So
Yeah.
Running Lost is about a teenager running away from home, and she gets caught up into prostitution, but she's realizing that she want to go back home. Prostitution and is something that she doesn't want to do. So she has to go through some things to get back home. And have I ever experienced this? No. But I think that somebody out there has, and a parent, a mother. I'm a mother, a father. My husband is a father. We have young teenage females, and I just thought that, okay, this is what I want to put out, and just let people know, like, it's okay. You can get out of this situation. No situation is permanent. So that's basically what Running Lost is about. It's going to be a good drama. It's not so much a tearjerker.
Right.
Because it's not, I didn't write it really for it to be sad. I wrote it for it to be a drama to give a lesson. But it's gonna be good. I have we have our cast. They have their scripts, and we have our filming date sets,
Yep.
and we are looking to get this film and put out there for everyone to see, prayfully. Fingers crossed, editing and everything go the way that it's planned is March of 2022. Because I'm trying to put something out every
Yep.
month of 2022. That's my goal. Pray for me.
Yes, yes, and very, very busy we are. Very happy that that guy Derek, I think, who happens to be me. Glad that
I
obviously,
think it is.
I love how you did that. Thank you, and it was my pleasure. It the way I am, it's like we're just getting started. So I got so much work left to do. So in my mind, I just wanna fulfill it. I want to get it at least going. Forget
Mhm.
about getting it done right now. Get it going. But guess what? We're sticking, like you said. I mean, you said it perfectly. I don't really have to say anything, but we're on schedule.
Yeah.
We've got our dates.
Yeah.
We've got our plan. It's all forethought,
Hmm.
foreplanned, and premeditated. And we're very excited about what we're doing. And there is still one more to follow up after that,
Hmm.
and that's called Everything Matters. Can
Now,
we talk a little bit about Everything Matters, please?
everything matters. The same guy, you, Derek. He was
Me?
like,
Oh
"Yep."
no, it couldn't have been me. No, yeah,
He was like, he was like, you should do two short films when you premiere, two short films
back to
premiere
back.
at the same time. So I was like, okay. Now, I don't know. I didn't have anything per se. See, with Running Lost, I already had a little something written down somewhere in my little bag of writings. I had something written, but it wasn't completed, short film. But for Everything Matters, that just came like right off the top of my head. So Everything Matters is a tear jerker. So
Yeah,
when you come, make sure you bring your tissues, okay?
definitely.
This is a public service announcement as well. And it's kind of needed. It's, I think it's needed to be said. So that's why I really want to get this project out there. Um it's about bullying and suicide, teen
Mm,
bullying, suicide. Even though teens are in high school and they, they close to adulthood, they still have to deal with that within school. And it's a young lady, biracial, um had biracial parents, and because she doesn't look like where she is, she's being bullied, and she
mhm.
can't take it anymore. And so that's basically where's everything, because at first I had a different name for it, but then I was thinking, like, the name was really hard to remember because we was talking and I couldn't even
Yeah,
remember the name. So I said, I
yeah,
said, if I can't remember the name, ain't nobody else gonna remember the name. But Everything Matters
good story.
is going to be a a great short film. And
Yes.
and I am a parent who has went through this. So that's why I want to get this message out there. Um, I thank God that it wasn't completely fulfilled, the whole ordeal, but I had to go through some things. So, and I think that this film is going to really help, because just from me posting the auditions, because we're doing auditions. A big shout out to our my casting, my right hand man casting helped me elbow to elbow. Put your elbow up.
We just keep.
The other one, elbow
Oh,
to elbow.
oh
Okay.
yeah, we got. Hold on. Me, I gotta take that off. Hold on. You say elbow to elbow, right?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Mhm.
I got it. Hold on. Oh, here we go. There we go. Hit him up.
Elbow to
Hit him
elbow.
up. Elbow
Yeah.
to elbow. There we go.
So December the 3rd, we
Uh,
will be casting for Everything Matters, and which is Friday. And man, whew,
Yeah.
man, we gonna have a time trying to pick this cast because we got so many people. Like we got so much goodies in
It's gonna be
the
tough.
woo.
It,
I'm
a lot of
excited.
people. What are we gonna do? I mean, we're gonna have to find a place, and like we
I'm getting
always
ready to
tell
write
everybody.
another. I'm getting ready to write that, but I'm writing a full feature film,
Yeah,
and everybody that audition, just
yeah,
don't worry,
yeah.
keeping
It's a
you
lot of
right
good
in the
talent.
loop. Yes, 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 and they haven't even done any auditions. They just sent their reels,
Yeah.
and everybody comes correct. Nobody has come to my email about casting and auditioning for any of my films incorrectly. They've all came
Oh,
correct.
it's very professional.
Yes, they've all sent the headshot. They've
Mm-hmm.
all sent contact information. They've all sent the reel, even
Mm-hmm.
good or bad. They've all always came correct. So everyone, believe me when I say we can go back and you can take this to the bank. I will be calling you, emailing you something. I will. So just take that to the bank.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, it's euphoric for me. I feel on cloud nine
Yes.
about everything that's going on. I mean, it's such an amazing feeling. I can continue to express how I feel. You know this. We discuss this stuff. I'm having a hard time keeping up with you.
I
Email
know.
after email. You got stuff flowing in. I'm just like, we got
I'm
to
sorry.
keep it going. It's all right because every time I open up an email, I'm like, wow, who is this? um, what the heck are we going to do with this kind of talent? And like you said, we're gonna figure out what to do with all these people who are interested in something that we're doing, uh,
Yes.
and that's amazing. So as you can see on the screen there, Tiffany, am I saying it? Sidnor?
Yeah.
Sidnor?
Yeah. Sit Nora.
Okay, she said, "D, love you, cousin."
Yeah, so that's my nickname. My nickname is Miss D. My
Okay,
family, they call me Miss D. So love you too, Boo Boo. Her nickname Boo Boo.
boo boo,
Yeah,
I
that's
love it.
my
I
boo.
love
That's
it.
the Boo Boo. I love Boo Boo.
So
Thank you.
the comments are coming in, and yes, thank you, Tiffany. So glad that you can watch the show. This is the Speak Your Mind show. As you know who my guest is. That is the Linnea Jordan. She is all the above, as you already know, and doing fabulous things. So thank you again for watching the show. And continue to watch, because I'll definitely be having her back on. We have so much going on that will, I mean, she's probably going to be quite the regular guest on the show. So, yeah, and she's just, just sending all these emojis. So she's just, she's obviously big fan and have a lot of love for you and all.
Her niece is in torn. My her niece, my little cousin Morgan, she she's in torn. She is playing the sister of Kimie. So she has speaking roles and it's gonna be really funny. Like I can't wait for her to see herself on the screen.
So let's do that. Let's go ahead and bring in now, mind you, I'm going to run it, and then after we come back from this teaser, because I'm going to run it, I want you guys to really enjoy this. So um, I don't know if you got time to run and grab something to drink or something, just sit back. But we are about to show Torn, so take a couple minutes and enjoy this teaser trailer. All right, let's see.
You gotta
Oh,
take my mom down.
yeah, let me do that. There we go. Ready, and there we go. As soon as it stops buffering, if it stops buffering, hold on. There we go.
Yep. Dark. You can't hear it. Your sound went out. Check your sound. There you go. Let's try it again. I can hear you now.
Oh, I'm sorry, everybody. Oh, I didn't think when I killed my mic that it was going to do that. Oops. Sorry. Let's go back. Sorry about that. Little technical difficulties. That's what happens on live shows, ladies and gentlemen.
Live, but we're gonna keep it going.
Yes, we are. Sorry about that. Let's go back. Tell me if you can hear it. Is it there?
Yes, sir.
All right. Sorry about that. Let's try it
Allow
again.
me to introduce myself. My name is Sun. Yeah, that's me. What I'm about to tell you is one of the most twisted, crazy, fucked up love stories you've ever heard. I guarantee it. I'm showing you this point in time because it was the last night, the last hour, the last minute. My life was normal. If I knew then what I know now, that's my day one Ruby and her thugged out boyfriend Corey. She's pregnant, but y'all ain't here for me. We're supposed to be having a get together tonight. A little wine, cheese, music. We're gonna play some spades. You know, couples night. Don't laugh. Some of y'all should be doing the same thing.
Yo, I think the food should be here in a second.
So that's Matt, my boyfriend. He's trying to juggle his present situation and his past headache. And just for the record, I can't talk right now means let's talk later. Looking like the cat that swallowed the canary with your frontin' ass. That bipolar crazy bitch Peaches,
I can't believe this nigga. Still, this nigga got me fucked up.
that's Matt's ex.
Yo, is we going in or what? What we came all the way over here for? Man, chill.
And that thing next to her is her little sidekick D. And for the record, Peaches is beyond dangerous.
Got bitches in there? Oof. Some shit's about to go down. Hey, P, you know I got your back. You ready? Yeah.
We gonna talk about this later.
Yeah.
Hey, Matt. Look, I'm sorry. I'm running a little late. I had to help my girlfriend get an outfit for her event.
Oh, it's okay, baby. Still over here setting stuff up. Hold on, I'm gonna put you on speaker.
Hey. Hey, Ruby.
So what? You still coming through tonight, right?
Yeah, I'm coming. I'm just running a little late, but as soon as we're done, she gonna drop me off.
Okay, cool.
Whenever you see Peaches and D together, it's bound to be drama. Always, all the time, no exception.
Yo, can you get that door? Come on, it might be the food.
Alright.
Hey, look, you don't mind your business.
Oh.
Oh, you.
No, that bitch Ken just supposed to do when I say.
Who the fuck is knocking on my door like that?
Hey, man, if that is your situation, you better handle that.
What does that mean?
Forget that, man. Ain't got nothing to do with that.
Chuck, what are you doing?
Oh, so now you want to talk? I told you, man. I told you.
I ain't going for that shit. Hey, you brought D with you?
Yes, I bought you.
How you?
Really? D, don't talk to him. You gonna let us in?
For what?
Well, I left my ring and my money in the jewelry box.
Okay.
So,
I'll bring it to you tomorrow.
Here it is. This is the moment everything changed. A ring in a jewelry box. Meth didn't say nothing about that.
Matt, who the fuck do I look like waiting outside on the porch? Excuse me. Hey, girl. How's your little bitch friend?
She ain't here yet, but she is on her way. Not that it's any of your concern.
Sit down, man. I need you to sit
Control
down
your
because Matt
pack.
got this. Matt got
Boy,
this.
control
I'm
your
gonna need you
pack.
to sit down, all right?
Get the fuck down.
Sit down, man.
Let her talk all this smack. And son ain't here to defend herself.
What you gonna do? Control your pack.
Chill.
Throw her out.
Relax.
I'll take
I
a
got
seat.
this.
I told you to control your pack.
Yo, he just stand here. I'll be right back. Then I'll bring it to them.
Like I said, everywhere they go, trouble follows.
Don't let her touch the shit.
I ain't gonna let her.
Oh. Now Corey, he's the one that handles all Meth Street business. Meth used to, but now he's trying to keep his hands clean.
Thank you. Thank you. This is number one. Yeah. Yeah. I'm in.
Here, I'll leave.
This ring.
Don't do that.
What's going on? Meth.
I'm just saying facts.
Just I didn't want you to say it's all about me and you.
Now, hold up. This bitch know what she doing.
She's staying with you? That ain't staying right with you. Were you fucking her when you were with me? Were you fucking her when you were with me? Just answer the question.
Hold up. Meth. Get your bitch, okay? Because I'm tired of playing nice. Keep bringing up my
She just called you a bitch.
You just
called me a bitch? Are you okay? You just called me a bitch?
I'm sorry. No, because people is just bad. Yeah, you bad if you don't want to be. I told you once, I told her. You know, Project 6 is things like Project 6. Yes, that's number one. Number two, yes, Project 6. Don't fucking call me a bitch. Don't fucking call me a bitch. Nah, don't fucking call me a bitch. Project 6.
And number two, you better fucking tell her. Listen, you better fucking tell her what the fuck I am. That's exactly. I don't give second chances, bitch.
The wild thing is, all of that is lightweight compared to what's about to happen.
Yancy, big shout out to Star. Fatima, please do. Big shout out to Fatima. MEA Workman, big shout out. MEA. Lindsay Gregory, big shout out to Lindsay. Jaria Silva, hand makeup. That's my sister. Big shout out to Jaria. more time. Big shout out to them.
I almost thought that was part of the trailer.
Oh,
So
we saying it. Oh,
yeah, that
I
was cool.
I unmuted myself.
I loved it. No, it was good. It was almost it's like, damn, I didn't realize that was in the trailer. So I want to thank everybody for taking the time out to
Yeah,
actually watch that. That's a long, healthy trailer, but it's one of the best, lead into what to expect trailers that I think I've seen. I've seen it a few times now, Linnea, and it doesn't get old to me. It feels good. It's got a good vibe, and it always leaves you wondering what's next and what's going to be in the movie itself. So excellent job. Your team on that did
yeah.
a fabulous job. The actors, they were really really good. Quite impressive. Quite impressive. So,
I'm telling you, January 13th, 2022. Just come out and enjoy the movie itself. Come out and enjoy the movie. Um, we put a lot into it, a lot of time. Like Kimmy A on that scene when she was sitting at the table, she
hmm
had just finished filming somewhere else, right?
hmm
And she stayed up for 24 hours straight at my house filming this and was right on cue, like bam, 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 right on it. And you wouldn't even believe, like looking at that, you wouldn't believe she was at the table sleep,
yeah.
at the table like this sleep. And when it was like action, she was
Oh,
right, like right up into it. It was just, and just every time I watch it, it's just like, oh my goodness, like I can remember
yeah.
writing that and
Right. So it don't get old to you either. It's
no,
strange, right? Because
no.
trailers don't usually
It
run
makes
that
me
long.
smile.
Usually,
Like my jaws hurt right
I
now.
saw you. I was
Smiling
looking at
so
you.
much. Oh, you was watching.
I was watching. I was like, she was like, you was in the, nah, you was dancing. You was like, yeah, you was having a good old time. Nah, I
Yes,
saw you.
yes,
I saw
yes.
you. Nah, it's awesome. You have every right to feel that way about that production, and we had our conversations about what you should do with it. At the end of the day, I'm glad of the decision that you ultimately made to premiere it, and that's going to be a good time. We got it. We got to do it, and then just continue to build from there. A good buddy of mine, what's up, Snags? I ain't seen you in a while. Snag, it inspired people. I know I've been trying to get Angelo, real name Angelo. We call him Snags. Um, he's like put me in one of these joints, Derek. I'm TJ. I don't know what TJ means. What does that mean? Don't know what that means, bro.
Me either. I'm old
Yeah,
school.
yeah, we old school though, bro. What you say? What do you say? I'm telling you, man. I'm the you're what? I'm telling you, man. You the okay. You everything. You my guy.
Naive.
The man. Yeah, yeah. He said, man on the mad scenes, but it's inspiring. It really is. Your mom said, love it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Somebody else had a comment earlier that I wanted to go back to. Where'd it go?
It was Jay, I think.
Okay. If I miss a comment or something, I apologize. And I know, sorry about the no sound earlier, but listen, live shows, I'll go right back. I'll play it again. If it was messed up that time, I'll play it one more time. And it's worth it. It's just such a good production. It was just done well. I mean, every time I watch it, it's like, wait a minute, is that? But that's like a real movie. That's a movie. This is
I
what
said
we're
it was Jay.
doing.
I meant Bobby. It was Bobby.
Oh,
Bobby had a comment. It was a large comment.
okay. Angelo, what you laughing at, bro? Listen. This is my guy. He's a really good dude, man. Um,
Tell him
and
to
this
get
is
a time slot.
I know. Just try to get him in it. Yeah, hey, Snags, we're gonna try to get you in something, bro. As you can, I don't know how
Casting
long
on
you.
top, the casting on top, the casting on top, the casting. Then we filming on top of filming. We
I don't know
swinging.
how long you
We
was
swinging.
watching the show, Snags, but what she's saying is exactly right. Filming on top of filming on top of filming. You will find a place. We'll find a place for you at some point here. What do you say, Snags? He's speaking here. He said, "I said, put me on one of these. I'm the man. Oh, on the mad scene. I want to be an actor. Man, I'm low
Oh, he
key.
said the name. He said
Lorenz
the name.
Tate. When it comes
Oh,
to that,
he said the
so
name. Now
that's your
he
guy.
gonna get a part. Lorenz Tate. He my friend on Facebook. If he, that's the one. Don't nobody. Lorenz Tate, man. I got. That is the one. And I love
So
Jason, but I love Lorenz Tate.
let me tell you about Snags Angelo. Snags might sound weird to you, but he's a football player too. So he's got this way about him. He needs that opportunity. You know what I mean? When the world sees how he really is, how he talks, how he acts, his disposition. Man suffered a lot of pain. I can't wait to bring him into this world that we're in and show him a different side of life. You know what I mean? Because like I said, he's I've known him for some years now. He's suffered a lot, a lot of family losses. You know how that can be hard. But not I ain't talking about I ain't putting
Me
your
too.
business out there,
Believe
Snags.
me, I
I
suffered.
ain't putting your business out there, Snags. But
I know what he feeling because
yeah,
Baltimore took a lot from me. So
yeah, and
my
yeah, exactly. Baltimore.
my little brother was murdered on the streets of Baltimore, 2017. Next year, next January, next month, January will be 5 years. My baby brother, my mother only son. So,
I'm so
and
sorry
that's
for
the other thing. I dedicate a lot. Like I put dedications in my work,
that.
so that I look at it like this, so that they will always be remembered.
Hmm.
So even when I'm gone, if anybody, if anybody looks at Torn, when Torn go on YouTube and they go all the way through to the end, they'll see dedication to my brother. They'll see his name. They'll remember his face because there will be a picture in his name in his memory. At the end of my play, I give roses to family members, the ones that we've lost, their children. I give them a rose and let them know that I remember them. And because I know if they were here, they would be at my production. They would
Yeah,
be there cheering me on. Um, like last production, I went for the house, the Roberta's house. That's where my donations went, to Roberta's house, because they help families of murder victims in Baltimore, and it's an organization that really helps people. You have some organizations out here that don't, that gets all this money but don't give it back to the community, don't help the people in the community. The reason why they're getting this money, they get it and they keep it
yeah. They
instead
keep
of
it.
giving it back. The Roberta's house, they get money and they give it back to the community. They have programs set. So if anybody has suffered a loss of any kind, murdered, death, and you struggling with grief, um, the Roberta's house is a great place for you to go to get counseling, family counseling, grief counseling. I mean, it's an excellent program here in Baltimore City for Baltimore City residents, and probably residents all over Maryland, really. Probably residents all over Maryland. So yeah.
Yeah, I just want to thank you for sharing that information. I didn't even know that, and I thank you again. And it seems like you don't cease to amaze me with something else, of information, things that you're doing. That the legwork, the groundwork. Um, the only way to really show people is to go do it. Everybody talks. I mean, we all talk. We say what we want to do, but people like yourself, and I know quite a few people like you, to actually go out there and do it. And I have a lot of respect for people that can that do that. That will take their time out and pay attention to what's happening, and give a darn about what's happening. And I'm really sorry for the loss of your brother. You never told me that, and as we get to know each other more information like that, I'm sure will arise and all. And I love this show because even Tiffany said, she's just repeating what Bobby said. She said, I love the look on Linnea's face when the teaser started. She's proud of her work. Makes me want to be a part of her success even more. And basically what I'm saying, and that's Tiffany saying, repeating what Bobby said. I mean, how awesome is that? And also Tiffany says, long live Pop,
That's my brother.
So
His nickname is Pop.
yeah,
Cause he looked like an old man when he was born.
yeah.
Oh, that baby was rough. That was a rough baby.
Wow. How old was he?
um, my brother. So he was 26 when he was murdered.
26.
Yeah,
Jeez.
this
Young man.
this year he would have been 30 this year. Yes, yeah, he would have been 30. But the thing is, God do things for a reason. Um, my nephew, his only son, was
Mhm.
born on his birthday.
Yeah.
That's
Happy birthday.
crazy. That's so crazy. His only son was born on his birthday. So him and his son shared the same birthday. So we celebrate him through his son. So yeah.
Mom, I'm sorry for your loss. I really am. Linnea never told me that.
Oh, he was 25 when he was murdered. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, because his birthday in August. Okay, yeah. Okay. He
Yeah.
was 25.
Sorry for your loss, Miss Brown. He forever with all of us. All of us.
Hmm.
Um, and Bobby's back. Linnea, I'm a poet that I wrote for my. I have a
Oh,
private poem that I wrote for a sister-in-law when she passed, and I'm going to rededicate it to your brother. Okay, that's amazing. Thank you for that,
thank
Bobby.
y'all. Thank y'all for all the
Yeah,
love that y'all is showing right now. I really appreciate that.
yeah,
Thank
yeah. Angelo, wow, man, I'm sorry to hear that. My condolences to you. That's Angelo. That's Snags. Uh, uh, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't really want to.
you.
I'm sorry the show
It's
took.
all good. It's all
I'm
good.
sorry the show took
I'm
that
still
turn.
cute. I'm still cute,
Yeah,
crying, cute,
yeah.
whatever. Like it's all
That's
right.
right. That's right.
Okay.
So, I know earlier in the show, during pre-production of the show, you mentioned something that you wanted to discuss, something that you saw.
Did you see it?
Uh,
Did you
I
have it?
did.
Look it
I
up.
did. I did not. I did not go and look it up.
Wait a minute.
If it's somewhere, I can. Actually, well, I don't know. Last time I showed Steve a show from Steve Harvey and
No,
Facebook.
it's not. It's not a show. It's just a picture. And they, uh, I can't.
Did you notice? Did you know your mom is doing this?
What
Look,
she say?
I'm writing a book
Oh, my mother.
called Mother of
No.
Another Son.
Mm-mm.
Wow.
No, I didn't know. But my mother, she be writing and stuff. Hmm.
Wow. Oh, that's going to be a tough book. That sounds like that'll be a tough book for you to write.
Off the here.
I mean, just because, but I wish you the best on your project. Um, and of course, you got your daughter there. She'll be able to help out in any way. And she's been doing it now. So, but that's it's got to be tough. She said, "I got this." I'd love you. That I see where you get your drive from. You get it from your mom. Look, she said, "I got this." That is cool. That is cool.
All right, so Derek, I'm getting ready to send you a screenshot really quick on Facebook Messenger.
Okay.
And
So
we can
before
talk
we
about something else until.
before we close the show out, Linnea had made mention of something to me, and um, I hadn't seen it, and that's why she's in the process of sending it to me. And just before we close out, I would just like to get a few opinions on how you all feel about this depiction of this particular high profile individual or so called individual that we know so well. So
And,
I
and,
would.
and I just want to say, I'm sorry, Derek. I just want to say, your opinion is your opinion. Everyone has an opinion. It's no right or wrong perception of anything, because your perception is always going to be different than someone else's. But I really, really think that this is something that needs to be discussed and talked about. And I'm gonna give
You said you sent it to me on Messenger.
yes.
Book.
It's
Okay,
it's
okay, I just got it. I just
okay.
got it. Just got it. So it says Santa Claus gets a boyfriend in the new Christmas commercial. So Santa Claus, and they have Santa Claus kissing a man in this commercial. So I mean, if anybody out there has any feelings about that, I mean, where are we at in society now? I mean, is this something that we should have like our kids per se see? And it's a commercial. It's a commercial. I mean, how do you all feel about that? You said, well, we know how mom feels. Mom said, "Oh,
I'm
we've
getting
got some."
ready to see if I can find this.
Um, yeah, I don't know if I could send this over in
No, that's
time.
okay. I'm getting ready to. Don't worry about it. I'm going to show it from my phone up
Tiffany,
on the
hey,
screen.
hey, Linnea, Tiffany said, "I'm confused." Well,
Right. So, all
hey,
right.
kidding no. Where is Mrs. Claus in that? There it is. Okay, yeah, well,
Wait a
and
minute.
hold.
Oh, I'm not good with holding cameras and stuff.
So there
But
he is. Well, we can
it
see
is.
it. There it is. We can see it. There he is. So, have you
Okay.
seen the commercial live? Have you seen the
No,
commercial live?
I have not.
Okay.
Someone posted this on their Facebook page, right?
Mm,
And I seen it this morning, and I honestly I was mad, and
mm,
I really was mad, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because people don't realize that people always talk about I'm Santa Claus, I'm Santa Claus. We know as adults, we know that we are Santa Claus. We
mm,
know that we do these things for our children. I think that parents like myself do these things for their children. The traditions, the Christmas, the Santa Claus thing is to keep the kids' imagination going. You
mm-hmm.
know, keep their imaginations broad. Have them, because it's a thing of beliefs, believe in something, but because now everything is just so in their face. We don't leave anything to their
To
imaginations
that
no more.
imagination
They
anymore.
they see and know everything before their time. We
Mm-hmm.
don't give our kids time to be kids,
Mm-hmm.
time to be children. They are on the it's 14, 15, 16-year old kids that's on the same level as adults. And it
Right.
never should be
Should be
that way.
like
The kids should have time to be kids. And
that. Yeah, I agree.
I love when my kids were little because my kids are older now. Of course they know I'm Santa Claus. They older now. You know, of course they know that. But when they were little, me and my husband, we would leave paper outside our front door, townhouse, apartment, whatever it was, and we would put carrots right there. And we
Mm,
and my husband will put on boots and step in mud and put footprints on it and take the carrots. So the next morning, hey, oh my goodness, Santa Claus.
mm-hmm.
It's the look on their face. It's just like me seeing my production on the screen and Bobby said the look on my face. It's the look
Mm-hmm.
on the kid's face. We're gonna confuse children when we have Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus living in the North Pole, and
Mm-hmm.
then Santa Claus on TV kissing a man.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
It
I
is
you
to
know
each his own. It is to each his own. It is to each his own. I agree that it's to each his own, but it's just too much. That's just going overboard. And then when someone says something about it, right?
yeah.
Right. I
What
agree with
Tiffany
them.
says, yeah. What Tiffany
Right,
saying,
exactly what I was getting ready to say.
yeah, yeah. So this is where
And Tiffany don't even have kids.
and that's something. And that's something. So this is where I'm at with it. To be honest with you, you already said it, and all I would be doing and saying is pretty much the same thing you just said in just different ways, right? it's we're forcing too much too early. There's no reason to do that. We won't give we and the main reason for that is this new era. This era, it's not even new because believe it or not, all this stuff was happening centuries ago. But it's to make young people feel more comfortable with their sexuality. But
Man, know your truth, living your truth. I understand that. I understand living your truth, but their mind's not even
it's
developed enough to
it's
know what
not
their
time,
truth is.
right. You don't remember we learned that naturally. We didn't have to, it didn't
Yeah,
have to be
it's that
forced
form.
upon us. It's
Not
like
gonna
being
believe we said it at the same time.
it's like it's a forcing. Oh well, look, you know, when you talk about um procreation, right? Okay,
Mhm.
you you know what it takes to reproduce, right?
Yeah.
So if you want a civilization to go on, then you still need that particular method in order to do that. So
Mhm.
if you want to teach something, that's kind of what you should teach. You should teach
Yeah.
this is how life is sustained.
Yeah.
However, you know, there are alternate lifestyles. We get that, but when you know if you know you don't like my son, you know, why would I teach my son or try to tell my son, hey, look, man, you could be with a man if you want to be with a man. That's not what a father would really do. A father would say, hey, man, one day you're gonna find somebody, you know, a beautiful woman, a
Right.
woman that you can have children with one day. That's what you would say.
Keep our
Now,
family name
to keep
going.
our family, but and so you know I'm not wrong for feeling that way.
No, you're not.
You know what I mean. But then if you have you know a woman who isn't really into men and she's teaching her son or her daughter, right, well, anymore I should say, to understand that you can love others. um it's the same thing, but
Yeah.
it's considered differently. You know, it's
Yeah.
for some reason man is different than
Yeah.
women and women and
Mhm.
women. So
It's not.
since since
It's not.
it's not, but
It's
since we've
not.
blurred the lines,
Yeah.
it's made it confusing, and that's the part that you're saying is unfair.
Yeah.
Why confuse them? They just you know
Before they have a chance to even learn
even
what
learn.
their
It's too
options
late.
are, because we know nowadays everything is options. Everything
Right.
always been options.
Always been
Just
options.
that
Right.
options wasn't forced in their face. I talk with my hands a lot. That's what my mama said.
Me too. Me too.
I'm real like dramatic. It's just that options wasn't forced in their face. So I know you wasn't saying it wasn't right. I know sometimes you be texting stuff and it come. I know. I got you. I got you, Day Day. I got you, baby. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to bring that up, bring that to the attention of people that may be watching us. Like it's sensitive because you don't want to offend anyone,
Right.
because you don't. I don't want to offend anyone, because to each his own. So whatever your thing is, that's your thing. Um, but why force it on our children
Hmm.
if it's your thing?
And children being the key word. That there's a certain
That's
age.
like me. That's like me forcing marriage on me, telling my single friend, well, because I've done it before, but I learned my lesson because she made a valid point. Marriage is not for everybody. We doing I do a couples retreat, a couples thing where couples get together and we go to a cabin, we, have discussions, talk about marriages, relationships, whatever. And my
Hmm.
friend like, why you never invite me? And I'm like, you don't have a man, you ain't married. She like, but I can bring somebody with me just because I'm not married. And see, that's when I start thinking like I I want to that's when I start thinking like I want to I have to open my mind on things that you can't force on people. And that's just the bottom thing. That's just basically what I was saying.
Well,
But some
well, it's even this. Think about it like this. It's if you know a true Christian believer of what the Christian belief is. A lot of these things are just sacrilegious. It's just it, you're there's a rebellion going on right now, and it's like everybody wants to rebel against what our concept of what right was. So now they're trying to force us to change our belief system to understand other ways of being, even though we already knew about those other ways
yeah,
of being.
yeah.
We didn't.
I know.
You knew you didn't. It wasn't like somebody really needed to teach. They're trying to make you sympathize with it by almost essentially by force. No, we know that we want you, Linnea, to accept it more, so they're trying to make you accept it more. When why should you have to accept it? You can when I say accept it, I mean like it. Why do you have to
Yeah.
like it? You
Hmm.
don't you if you don't want to like that, that's not something you have to
I
like.
just think Santa Claus thing just take away from the imagination of the children.
And right, well,
And I honestly don't want to offend anyone because to me, your thing is your thing. I'm not saying this to offend nobody about nothing. I'm saying it about Santa Claus. I love Christmas. Like I love Christmas. Let me say something. My kids are older and I still go in the store and buy stocking stuffers, coloring books, crayons. I got a 22-year-old. She got crayons and coloring books downstairs in her stocking with a chocolate Santa Claus. I love Christmas. Why take my kids already know it's no Santa Claus, but why take it away?
if my daughter, the daughter that I know at 6 years
Right.
old, looks at and sees that commercial and tries to, and she will
You don't have
ask,
to explain it.
Dad,
Exactly.
why is Santa Claus kissing that man? She will ask me straight up
Yes.
because
Yes.
kids are real brutal. They just come out with it like, and we'll explain it the best way possible, right? You'll explain it. It's I mean that's this one thing I will say about this conversation. I welcome situations like these only because it makes me be a parent. See, you hit it on the head. You ain't got no problem being the parent that you got to be. You see that?
Hmm.
You got older ones, and you still got to be the parent. So you're not afraid of the challenge. Nowadays, people would rather have somebody else raise their kid.
Hmm.
Send them away. Go ahead. I got and they're abandoning or not taking on full responsibility because it's like all the peers, the kids, and all. No, I tell my wife all the time, I'm going to be a dad. I got a daughter now. I got a son and a daughter. I'm going to be a dad. You keep throwing stuff my way. I'm gonna keep showing you how much of a dad I am because that's my job. Like it wasn't nowhere was it written, and your mom says, "Yeah, thank you, Miss Brown." Nowhere was it written where somebody said it was going to be easy. Oh no, you got it. Don't worry. They're right there. See, no, we we're faced with these situations to persevere. Some people just give up. But take my child, take it away. He wanna like man. Go ahead, take him. It might be a conversation. Look, is this what you really want for yourself? Is this something you're 15? Who knew what they really wanted at 15 years old, or young ages like that?
My 15-year-old feel
It's
like she know what she want,
but
but that's a
you
different
know
story.
what I'm saying.
But
It
let me
takes
tell you,
time.
Dirt.
Takes
Let
time.
me tell you, Dirt. The reason why, like I said, I love Christmas. I am a Hallmark 12/365 person, right? I can watch Santa Claus, Christmas Story, all of that stuff. Santa Claus, Christmas Story, all of that stuff in June, July when it's 100 degrees outside. And the reason why maybe that I wanted to talk about that is because it's gonna go into my next thing.
Hmm.
So you know what I'm getting ready to say?
No, no, I don't. I was just,
I don't
I,
think I told you.
nah, uh-uh.
So I have been working on a Christmas project, which is
Oh,
gonna
you
be.
didn't tell me.
I did tell you, or I
You
didn't.
did not tell me. No, you did not tell me.
So that's why I wanted to talk about the Santa Claus thing because I've been working on a Christmas project. It is going to be a full feature film. Um, and I can't give all the details. I don't want to the public because I don't want nobody to hurry up that got more money than me and go out and film it before I can film it. So so I'm gonna just leave it at that. But that's gonna be the next thing we're gonna work on. So
Yeah.
it may not be out December 2022. I don't know. We may be able to film it in October and have it out in December. We may because it do get cold now. But um, but yes, it's gonna be like a ooh, I can't wait. I can't. I'm gonna tell you about it when I'm gonna tell you about it once we get off the air, so you can know.
That,
You can know.
that's
But
cool.
I'm telling you, it's gonna
Bo-
be.
Bobby's having fun with it because we actually call him Santa Dave. So we have an official Santa. Like he's Santa Claus year round. He would love to audition for that. I mean, it's almost hey Bobby, I can't say on air that it's almost a sure win, hands down for him because we gotta properly
He's
do
already
audition.
ready.
This man, I mean, if I friend you, linked you up with him as friends on Facebook, you'd be like, "Are you kidding me?" He's Santa
He is my
Claus.
friend. Bobby, my friend. Bobby's my friend on
Well,
Facebook.
not Bobby. I'm talking about Santa Dave. I mean, we
Oh,
call him
Santa
Santa Dave.
Day.
Yeah, yeah. He's the
Oh,
real Santa. Look, Bobby said he is the real he is the real
okay.
Santa Dave Saunders. So this is no joke. I mean, if you saw his page, you'd be like, wait a minute, that is Santa Claus because that's what he does. I mean, he takes these real high end quality photos with kids. He does a lot. He does a lot. So, but you know, um,
But
yeah,
yeah, so
we
that
we
will
go through
be
the process.
yes. Like that will be our next project. Like so I have a right kind of love part two. The
Hmm.
second part to the stage play that's already written. So I'm gonna work on. I have the cast for a couple different parts of that, different characters in that. But soon as we finish running lost and everything matters, the holiday film will be the next one I want to work on. So it's gonna be awesome. Like you're gonna be like, wow, like,
I, I'm
and I love writing in all different kinds of genres. You know, like I want to write a thriller, a
Mhm.
horror movie. Um, I want to write. Oh, I wrote a children's book, but I just need to get I just need to get the money together to get the illustrations done. I just wanna write all type of different products, all type of different productions and stuff, and just put it out there. Just keep putting it out there.
and you will. You're doing it. You've been doing it. This is all music to my ears. When Jay gets up, while we're all still sleeping, watching this show, he's going to be like, "Yes, that means I'm probably going to be involved somewhere."
Yeah,
So we're excited. I'm excited. I'm more. I mean, that's just an understatement as far as me, and I know where I fit in a lot of this, and so I'm just kind of like, all right, what's next? All right, what's next? The whole team is like, okay, did she just say that? Then I'll be getting blown up every other day talking about. So has Linnea started working on other? When you guys plan? So I gotta then deal with all of that, which is going to be my pleasure. I'll take every last
soon as we're done, you know what? Soon as we're done, everything matters. Depending on how the funding is, I think we should do the 10 episodes a torn.
Mhm.
The episodes and
Mhm.
then do the holiday, because I already have those written. The holiday movie is not all the way written complete yet. So
Right.
it's still in the pre-production stage with all the writings and the script writing and stuff like that. So but it'll be done by the time it's time for us to cast for it. I think we can do casting for that probably like in August. We should be ready to start casting for that.
Miss Brown says on fire. Bobby said, Bobby, even earlier, Bobby, what was you saying, Bobby? He said, wow, this show is off the charts. Awesome. You have really made my night. Thank you both. I never know how the show's going to go. Tonight it just went the way it did. And this is why, I mean, you heard the topics, you heard the ending topic in which you segued. How sweet was that? Like you segued into like really what you wanted to talk about, the fact that you were coming up with a Christmas movie of your own. I'm glad you did that because the show is called Speak Your Mind. And
Yeah.
that's why you cannot censor people from saying what they want to say. We all don't have to agree with
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
You're never going to agree with everything. However, you got to give a platform. Well, this show is a platform for people to speak their minds, and that's why people enjoy it. And I really appreciate you for doing just that. And that's speaking your mind. I mean, I look at the live time. We've been talking. We've had this show going for like almost 2 hours. We're at an hour and 57 minutes, which the show usually doesn't go that long. I try to close it in about an hour, but
Okay.
depending on the flow, I'm just saying, just depending on the flow of the show, it's not a set time show. It's going to be I just go until we're ready to close out, and here it is getting late. It's 10 o'clock, and I'm not going to keep you much longer. But I always like to finish these shows with just something positive, something encouraging. And you said a lot, but to somebody who could just be inspired by you, what you're doing, or even just a piece of information you'd like to put out there before we close the show. Uh, what would you like? She said, Bobby's funny. Linnea should be your new co-host. Oh my goodness. I know you, and
Really?
that, it's amazing. Not, I mean, here people stay on the for two. They've stayed for 2 hours listening to us, you know, speak our minds. So, what would you say to people? You know, just something that might be on your mind.
So I would say, don't give up on yourself or your dreams. Know that whatever you put your mind to, you can accomplish and achieve. Life is what we make it, and every day is a new day for you to make your life what you want it to be. Don't let the word failure make you feel like you are that word, because that word shouldn't be spoken. Nothing is a failure. Nothing. It just might not happen at that time. So believe in yourself. And when you start being confident and believing in yourself, other people will start to believe in you too. And just go for what you want. Go for what you know. And I love you. I got like a hashtag.
Mm,
It's hashtag love your hair.
love your hair. That's
Yeah.
cool. It's very well spoken. It's funny. Somebody who you actually, hopefully, you'll meet Nick soon. That's who you're seeing there. I don't know when you chimed in, Nick, but it's good to see you watching the show, bro. This is Miss Linnea Jordan.
Oh,
She is, writer, producer, director, screenplay writer, author, mother, and wife. And we are doing productions together in which I hope to get you involved in, Nick. Nick is my assistant as well. You haven't met Nick yet, yeah. And he's more. I'm sorry, Nick. I didn't mean to make it sound like that. He's much more than just some kind of assistant. but he's somebody I've worked with a lot, and he's trusted in me, taken a lot of advice, and it's helped him in his life, and we've just been a good team, good duo. We say glad to be here. So yeah, eventually I do want you to meet Linnea. She's
Yes.
great people, and so this show has been very invigorating. I mean, we talked about a lot. We did. We covered some things. We let it all out. We try to refrain from mentioning too many names, but we didn't hold back either. And that's just the way this show is, the way it's going to be. No, nobody should feel violated. Because I guarantee you one thing. Most of these people that are watching that do know me, the same thing I'm saying right now, I will say to your face,
Me too.
and
Yeah.
Linnea will too. So, so it's all good. This is a platform for y'all to speak, and anybody that maybe would like to come back and join a feed on the next show and maybe follow up on some of what was said. If you refrain from voicing your opinions or your thoughts this evening, hey, I'll be back next Wednesday. So, and who
And
knows, you might still in there.
don't forget, January 13th at the Senator Theater, I will be doing my premiere for Torn, the series based off of my books, Torn But Not Broken, Torn But Not Broken Part 1, Torn But Not Broken Part 2, and Beneath the Surface. You can find all three of my books on Amazon. I also have books and I will sign them and ship them to you. Just hit me in my inbox, which is Linnea Jordan on Facebook, author underscore Linnea on Instagram, or Linnea Miss D Jordan on Facebook as well. Um, and yeah, and don't forget to come out to my stage play February 12th, and I'll be telling you about that on January 13th because that's the first event. Thank you guys, and love you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep, and thank you, Miss Brown. I like that. I mean, it's very seldom do I get daughter and mom actually watching a show, and it's funny that even the conversations you were having, it's like a real conversation, mother daughter. It was just I tell you, this is nothing like it. This what I do this for. I appreciate everybody who's watching the show. I am going to let you go. You have a great rest of your evening,
thank
Linnea.
you.
Tell Jason and the family I said I appreciate everybody. Look forward to seeing everybody again real soon. And you and I guess we'll be picking up sometime tomorrow,
Yes.
and just keep things going because we got to get ready for Friday.
Okay.
And anything else that pops in your mind, just let me know. Just give me a shout, all right? And you
Okay.
have a great night.
You too. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks. Talk to you later. So, wow, what another amazing show, right? I just you guys know it just it goes the way it goes. It's not scripted. It's not scripted, man. The shows just flow. I never know what's gonna come up. Some things, do come up and a little sporadic, and I can't always say I'm prepared for um, what's said. One thing I can say though is I'm always ready to express my opinions and my interpretation of what whoever I have as a guest or you name it uh, might be conversing about. And that's what a show like this is about. And that's to have the conversation. Some stuff you agree with, some stuff you might not, but it's all pertinent to one speaking their mind. All right. And hopefully I can get my man Troy Edwards on next Wednesday's show. I'll be reaching out to him this week, and we'll see, man. We'll see. Just let's see what kind of audience we bring for next week on the Speak Your Mind show. And you guys know how I like to do it. I want everybody out there to have a blessed rest of their Wednesday night, a good rest of the week, and I'll see you all next Wednesday. Good night.